Alright, so, before this new updated thing I was doing, team building and assist synergy were different videos, and I don't know why that is, but now they're going to be combined. So, you're building a team. What assist does he like? First of all, there's 3 types of assist that you want to pick with this character. Neutral assist, high blockstun assist, and an assist that's easy to convert off of. Being easy to convert off of is important. And this can be with a restand assist like Bardock, like Yamcha, like Gohan B. Or this could be something like Jiren A that has a lot of hit stun and keeps them in place. Janemba A, which both restands and just has a straight up lot of hit stun. Bardock B. Bardock B is lockdown, neutral, and all that fucking shit. I think sometimes base Goku A can work, but you have to find out very certain specific setups for it. Fucking a C assist will work a lot of the time too. If you have a high block stun C assist, like for example 21C, that is actually decent for Majin Buu. Even beam Cs are pretty decent because they are categorized as neutral assists. But beams, neutral assists, beams. He likes beams. And lockdown, he likes lockdown because he gets mix-ups using high block stun. So let's go over that. Example team. I'm gonna pick this for now. Yeah. Anyway. So first, neutral assist. Multiple reasons he likes neutral assist, but the primary one is that he has no beam. Majin Buu does not have a move in his arsenal that clashes and has the same power in neutral as a beam. So having a beam assist is very useful for him. Even though he doesn't have bad neutral, it does hurt his approaching game a little bit that he doesn't have a beam. And the only move he has that jails into Vanish, which is this, does not clash with beams. It will straight up lose to them all the time. So a beam assist is kind of good for his neutral, right? You can do stuff like that, where they're sat there fucking blocking at the other end of the screen, and you do that to get in. So that's very useful. Another thing beams specifically are useful for is because they're multi-hit. You can find tricky ways to get stuff like this. Hold on. There we go. And the reason that works is because the beam is a multi-hit. Its block stun is divided by the 5 hits. So you can stop the block stun of this auto combo using that last hit of the beam. And my braces are whistling. I don't know if that's fucking annoying to you or something. Yeah, so beams in general are also useful for that reason. But most multi-hits can do that. Why does he like lockdown? Lockdown gives him mix-ups. And the mix-ups are done off of this. This will give you a true 50-50. So, mid-screen, you're in a block string. That would be a high. Hold on. It's a little bit tight with Yamcha. A little bit tight. So that would be the high. And that would be the low. And you can't react to this. I'm bad at that. You can't react to that. And importantly, it's non-guard cancelable. You can't guard cancel out. Even if you're not doing it on reaction, this is as fast as you can possibly guard cancel out of it. Even on the 5H, I could 2H you. Even if I do it from a 2H, that is an air DP. And you could potentially die off it because this will do a lot of damage. Look at all this damage that you're going to take from getting punished on guard cancel. took a nice 75% almost. That's sick. So, if you have a lockdown, you will get a mix-up using that. The minimum frame requirement on the assist is 40, to my knowledge. So Yamcha kind of like barely scratches the surface of how much. But it's just like Kid Buu A, Gotenks A, Bardock B will allow it pretty fucking easy. So that's something to look for. And restand assists. This is more better explained in the Fat Throw video I just made, but basically Majin Buu likes assists that leave standing on hit, like Bardock A and Yamcha A, and the reason for that is he gets setups off of them. He gets setups off combos because he gets to restand you, quote unquote. And I didn't do it properly, but basically, you see how he was forced to block that standing. You basically skip the knockdown state of the game and go right into a mix-up. So restand assists are generally pretty useful for it. You can do it with other assists. Like I said, if they're easy to convert off of, they can generally be useful for Fat Throw. Like C assists, for example, are useful for Fat Throw because... actually, let me show that off. Yamcha C is fine. Because on hit, the C assist will be... on hit, the C assist will come out instantly. And my braces are fucking whistling right now, holy shit. But, so there we go, and they're forced to block that. Now, if they were... Now, okay, we talked about this earlier. But, fucking, yeah, so C assists are useful for that, too. Anything easy to convert off of is good for Majin Buu, but most of the time, you're going to be wanting those restand assists. They're just the most useful for it. Other assists you could potentially run are low blockstun assists, like Change the Future. And this is, again, because of tick throw. But these are generally a little bit less useful because they're really only used for that. In Trunks' case, it can be used for neutral because it has Ki Blast invincibility and it has good hit stun. But you would also get a lot of benefit out of running something like Bardock B, which is lockdown and it's good for neutral. So the low blocks on those assists really kind of hurts their potential, even though technically you can run it if you wanted. Like Z Broly A would probably be the best assist you would run for Majin Buu. Yeah. Most strong team comps with Majin Buu involve a beam and a restand. Like, for example, GT Goku and Yamcha is a very strong comp because GT Goku beam is good, and also Yamcha doubles as a restand and a lockdown, so it's very useful because it doubles as both. It doubles as the lockdown for GT and the restand and lockdown for Majin Buu, and then GT supplies the neutral. So that would be a very strong comp. You could also run, like a side team of mine is Bardock B, Majin Buu, Janemba. The B on Bardock B is lockdown neutral, like I said. Track has a lot of hit stun, so it's easy to convert off of. You can use it okay for Fat Throw stuff. This straight up restands, and it also has neutral use. So, like, this would be a good comp, even though it's technically no beam. Another good comp is my main team, Bardock A, Majin Buu, and Trunks Beam. Like I said, the beam is good for the neutral, and Bardock's Rebellion Spear is very useful for his Fat Throw stuff. It actually has better mix-ups than Yamcha, as far as I could lab, but yeah, so that team is strong. And another thing to consider is DHC synergy. For example, I said Basically A is somewhat finicky, but you can lab other setups, and the thing that these two have is Majin Buu can combo into Spirit Bomb with his level 1. So, let's say we wanted to run Basicule. This would be actually a strong team right here. Yamcha B would supply the tick throw and the neutral, and Basicule A is decent for Fat Throw stuff, even though I'm just bad at using him and couldn't really show that in the Fat Throw video. So this would actually be a very solid comp right here. A lot of DHC synergy. Double Spirit Bomb, very high damage output on this team. So, yeah. And, for example, another good one, Kid Buu Majin Buu is very strong. Very strong composition. Reason for this is, like, let's say you took a beam right here. This right here. Let's take this team. Remember how in Season 2, Sonic Fox loved showing off Kid Buu level 1 into Base Vegeta level 1. The Base Vegeta would hold them in the air so that Kid Buu's spikes would come down and there would be a little bit extra damage. Majin Buu's level 1 does that for Kid Buu, so that would be another interesting DHC synergy to consider. And aside from that, Kid Buu's assists are good for Majin Buu, Trunks' assist is good for Majin Buu, Trunks likes both of these assists. So that's a very strong comp. Other DHC synergy. Not much else. But the last thing to consider is how valuable Majin Buu's assists are for other characters. Because he has very, very, honestly weak assists in my opinion. This is a good example. While these two don't actually have DHC synergy, Majin Buu B, if you use after Gohan's level up, will hold them in place for a Dragon Rush and you can get a safe jump after it. So that's useful for the both of them. And then Gohan B supplies the restand. So this comp, for example, would be decently strong in its own right. There's even, let's see, what else do I have left? Right, really top tier synergy is Krillin. Krillin is really, really good for Majin Buu. So a team like this is, hold on, let me just, a team like this is very powerful, and I want to show off particularly why. This team has really, really good DHC synergy, assist synergy, and it's just good for both characters. Like, Krillin Majin Buu is a very strong comp synergy-wise. The reason, Krillin has 2 assist Majin Buu likes. He has Rock for restand, and he has a Beam for neutral. Majin Buu's B is decent for his DHC, because he can get, for example, you can do, okay, he's blocking, that's not what I wanted. Let's say you do something like this. Right, and then you get a mix-up off of it. I'm pretty sure his B, he's one of the only characters that can get sort of restand mix with Majin Buu's B, because Krillin has the Rock. So you can use the Rock. Hold on. Just like restand them out. And okay, hold on. I'm bad at using the Rock, sorry. Anyway, point is, so they have decent synergy on that. And another, the DHC synergy they have is after Majin Buu gets a combo, he can set up Krillin's quote-unquote forbidden mix-up, where the level 3 hits late. And he can do this mid-screen for half a bar, another half a bar. Right, let's say you get your combo. This will set it up instantly. Okay, that time it whiffed. I'm not that good at it. But, basically you would do something like, okay, that didn't build me enough bar, sorry. You do something like this. And then, look at the frame advantage you have now. And you could run up and get mix-ups or whatever. So that's very strong that they have that. So Krillin Majin Buu is very strong synergy-wise, and I wanted to show that off. Yeah. I already did that. Right. And an example of good use of Majin Buu A. Trunks. Trunks likes Majin Buu A. I showed this off, I think, previously when I was discussing my team comp. Why Trunks would like Majin Buu A. Trunks does not need high block stun and actually prefers low block stun for his flip mix-up. Because it makes the mix-up harder to see, I believe. So, Majin Buu having both a smoke screen and a low block stun at the same time, but also has enough block stun to fill the flip mix requirement just barely, that is actually very strong. So, for example, let's say a setup like this. Which I didn't get the... Hold on. Something like that. Right, that's a good mix-up right there. Fuck. I'm not very good at flip mix-up, but like something like that is pretty hard to block. And Majin Buu is perfect for it. And like anyone that likes low blocks and assists would would work decently with this character, basically. But yeah, so I think really what you should do is just this is just general team comp knowledge. Think about how Majin Buu could use their assist, which, like I said, he likes a lockdown, a restand, or something easy to convert off of, and a neutral assist. One of those three. Think about how they could use Majin Buu's assist. Think about if they have any DHC synergy, and think about, most importantly, how all three characters on the team can work with each other. Just using my team as an example again. Trunks likes low block stun. Bardock does not need high block, does not get real mix-up, so he doesn't really need a mix-up assist. Trunks likes both Majin Buu A and Bardock A, and both Bardock and Majin Buu like a beam. So generally this team is good. Other team, right? My side team with Janemba. Bardock will actually get a weird DHC thing using Janemba's pillar level 1, and it will sort of restand. It will cause like an instant ground tech, so that would be a weird DHC synergy. And between Majin Buu and the other ones, I don't think there's anything, but another weird thing to consider, right? And I think Majin Buu B allows Bardock to get a safe jump off his level 1, which is cool. So yeah, things to consider. Just thinking about how all three characters mesh. Again, that Majin Buu likes neutral, lockdown, or restand assists, and that Majin Buu has weak support, so think about what assists you're going to run, and who you're running, and how well they could use it. So, peace.